Get ready for thrilling tales. Subscribe to Wisdom Kids Stories.
A mysterious tree in the enchanted forest hums a magical melody. But its song is fading. Brave fairies, Champa, Neil, and Aditi embark on a daring quest to retrieve a lost crystal from a mischievous wind spirit before the magic disappears forever. Will they save the singing tree in time?
In the heart of the enchanted forest, where flowers whispered secrets and the wind carried the giggles of fairies, there stood a peculiar tree. Unlike the others, which were lush and green, this tree had silver leaves that shimmered under the moonlight and golden bark that glowed faintly in the dark. No one knew where it came from, and the fairies were both curious and a little afraid of it. One day, a young fairy named Champa, with wings as pink as rose petals, decided to solve the mystery. She fluttered closer and noticed something unusual. The tree was humming. A soft musical tune filled the air whenever the wind passed through its branches. Champa called her friends, Neil and Aditi, to listen. Neil, the smallest fairy with bright blue wings, pressed his tiny ear against the tree's bark. "I think it's singing," he gasped. Aditi, the wisest among them, with silver wings that sparkled like stars, nodded. "This is no ordinary tree. It must be enchanted." That night, as the moon cast a gentle glow over the forest, the fairies decided to stay hidden and watch the tree. To their astonishment, as the clock struck midnight, tiny golden doors appeared along its trunk, and out stepped little glowing creatures. They were smaller than the fairies and looked like tiny sparks of light. One of them, a glowing blue spark, floated toward the fairies. "We are the Luminara sprites," it said in a tiny musical voice. "We live inside the singing tree and we guard an ancient secret." Champa's eyes widened. "What secret?" she asked. The blue sprite twirled in the air. "The tree holds the magic of the forest's heart. As long as it sings, the forest remains alive and full of wonder." Neil clapped his hands. "That's amazing." But the sprite's glow dimmed. "Yes, but something is wrong. The tree is losing its song. If it stops, the magic will fade and the forest will grow quiet forever." The fairies gasped. "How can we help?" Champa asked bravely. The sprite pointed to the tallest branch. "There's a missing crystal that helps the tree sing. A mischievous wind spirit took it and hid it at the peak of Misty Mountain. We are too small to retrieve it, but you, fairies, are fast and brave." Without hesitation, Champa, Neil, and Aditi soared through the sky toward Misty Mountain. The journey was long, and as they flew higher, the winds grew stronger, but they didn't give up. Finally, they reached the mountain's peak, where they found the wind spirit dancing with the glowing crystal. "We need that crystal!" Champa called out. The wind spirit laughed playfully. "Only if you can catch me!" And with that, it whirled through the air, twisting and turning. The fairies darted after it, swift as shooting stars. Neil zoomed around, creating a wind tunnel, while Aditi distracted the spirit with shimmering fairy dust. Champa saw her chance and grabbed the crystal, just as the wind spirit let out a surprise gust. With the treasure in their hands, the fairies raced back to the enchanted forest and placed the crystal on the highest branch of the singing tree. At once, the tree glowed brighter than ever, and a beautiful melody filled the air. The Luminara sprites cheered, and the fairies danced in delight. From that day on, the singing tree's magic remained strong, and the forest was never silent again. And whenever the wind blew through its leaves, the fairies smiled, knowing that they had helped keep the heart of the forest alive.
If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications so you never miss a new video from Wisdom Kids Stories.